everyone. This is Sabrina and Aloma, and we're going to be giving a reaction on the P4CM date series. As you know, on P4CM.com, they have a date series. Oh, and joining us now is Anaya. What? All right. So basically, we're going to do a part series, and we're going to ask each other like what. It's all good. It's all good. We're gonna ask the question. What is your reaction to the date series, and what are you gonna personally do right now to apply the information that you learned to your personal life and your dating or not dating life? Okay.
Sure. The dating series has been really, really good. I think the one thing that really hit me though is when Santora was talking about submission in relationships. I think like as young people, as women, like we always want to be in charge. We always want to be independent. We always want to have things go by our way. But like we keep forgetting that Jesus has to come first. And like if we don't put Jesus first in our relationship, then and if we don't submit to Him first, there is really no way we can actually submit to a guy that we're dating. Yeah, I think that's what really, really hit me, especially tonight.
Okay. And how are you gonna personally apply this to your life when looking for if a guy approaches you? How are you gonna apply this to your life right now?
Wow. First off, I'm gonna say that I hope not to be in a relationship until God thinks that I'm ready to be in one. And when it is that He gives me this one guy that He thinks that I'm supposed to be with, the strength to persevere through and also seek Him in the relationship, and not always want to get things done my way, but to realize that there is a blessing and there's a reason for why the relationship is what it is, and the hand of God is always in it. Just like Maya Angelou's quote that says, a woman's heart should be so hidden in God that a man should be seeking God to find her heart. I hope that the man would also be in God and understand what submission also means, because it's also one thing for like young women to understand submission, but if the guy also doesn't understand what it means, it kind of clashes. So always the guy whose heart isn't like dwelt in God.
That's real.
For real.
Okay, that's real. Next we're gonna go to Anaya Fire from USC. Anaya, you said in the past you had some horrible relationship experience, as have I. I mean, I can honestly say. How are you going to use what you've learned in the last 3 weeks to help you with your decision-making process about when to get in a relationship and what God's will is for relationships?
Well, actually, I haven't been here for all 3 weeks, but I saw the first video on Facebook. And for me, like when I first came to Christ, like even before I came to the church, when I first talked to Eric, I started buying books about dating and about what God thought about dating and what He thought about relationships, because that's what I struggle with the most. I was in love with this guy for 8 years, so I didn't know about guarding your heart, you know? I didn't know that you could guard your heart and ask God to cover your heart. I just like lived in whatever I felt. I was kind of going through the motions on my lukewarm stage. And I got this book, Every Young Woman's Battle, and they have like a man's version too. And that book really helped me with my walk when I first started as far as the relationship part. The part that I struggle with the most is just like the legalism part. But that book really helped, and I bought another book. Called Love, Sex, and Relationships. I bought another book by. No, I'm playing. I bought another book about. I bought another book about what to do while a man finds you, and it's basically about Michelle Hammond. Basically, it's on point, and it's just about what you need to do as far as like making yourself whole before you get into a relationship, which is really important because you can really bring another guy down, and if you're not strong enough in your faith, and being in a relationship with another guy and especially if he's a Christian, doesn't mean it's always going to be okay. Like, that guy might struggle with jealousy problems. He might not be able to witness to other guys or other women, you know, for any reason. But how I apply this, I already apply this, and I'm still applying it every day, because there's not a day I don't, you know, face, you know, guys trying to talk to me or just witnessing to women. So, yeah, God bless. Then we're going to go back to Sabrina. Renee. Now we're going to go to Renee.
Peace. God bless. Okay. So while Renee's coming up, so the question is, what has been your reactions to the dating series, and how are you going to apply it to your life?
Okay. So we just went over the dating series, right? And what Santoria said was like, it was hitting my heart really hard, because like women, we are so deceived, and like we give into our own lives, and like it's just opened my eyes up to like the fact that like even though she would talk about married couples, like I'm married to Christ right now, and like I want to submit and be faithful to Him, because like if I can't submit and be faithful to Him within a relationship, because this is a relationship, like a lifelong relationship, an everlasting relationship with Christ. And if I can't be consistent with Him, then what makes you consistent with somebody else? So it's like, you know, that kind of stuff. But yeah, so yeah.
Sab?
Got them wrong.
Yeah, so in the last 3 weeks, which one has like convicted you the most? Like
Convicted me the most.
like out of everything.
I don't really think it was it wasn't the topic of one, but one of the things is like how women are prone to think that we are able to change a guy.
Right.
And so I was just sitting there like, man, and we didn't even dwell on that for a long time. It was just like having to pop up as like a question. But like, we are so deceived, and we really think we can change people. And that's not the case at all. Like, God is the only one who can change us. Like, because He's the only one who can change our heart condition. Like, it's a heart condition, man. And so it's like, when you deceive yourself to the point to where you're justifying why you're with a guy, and like, oh, I'm be a good influence in his life, you know, I can change his heart, like, put together. But you're steady in sin with him. It's like, no, you're in sin. He's bringing you down. There's no way that Christ is being like glorified in that relationship. And it's like, no. And like, I really feel like dating should like completely be done away with, because like Patch said the other like last week, I feel like dating is like sampling. I don't like sampling. I don't want nobody to sample me. I don't want to sample nobody else.
Right.
So I'm like marriage is like a true deal. Like God don't play with that. Like it's something He ordains. And so I'm like, man, sampling, that just hurt me. It cut my heart. I was like, oh no, sampling, no.
Right.
So it's just like real like.
And I think
what's
that
the point?
another thing that like young people forget is that like dating is like when you're dating someone, that you don't have to like be physical with them. Like you can be dating. Oh, okay. Cut it now.
All right, so we'll put up another video later on.
Yeah.
I finish this nice little discussion.
You
so.
know. Well,
Love you.
been real.
Been real. This is Lola and Renee coming from you live on ARC TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.